So this question is, what are your weaknesses? The real question which students have is how to answer this question assertively, and which type of weaknesses needs to be highlighted and which type of weaknesses we should avoid. So if you can throw some light, ma'am.
Absolutely. Now I'll give you one hack here. Okay. The hack is that you need to disguise a strength as a weakness, right? So here you're not talking exactly about your weakness. I'm really bad at this. No, that's not what you're expected to do. That's not what you're supposed to do at all. So you need to pose strength as a weakness or a weakness as a strength. Now let me give an example for you to understand this better. You could probably say, I sometimes push my people too hard. I like to work with a sense of urgency, and everyone is not always at the same wavelength. So I need to understand to pace with other people because I am very time bound. Okay, I should not expect others to be to try and match my pace or something like that. So what you're trying to show is you're time bound, but you expect others to go at the same pace with you, which is your weakness. So what you have done is you're very nicely sugar-coated or wrapped. Okay. You've told the interviewer that I'm very time bound. So instead of the interviewer hearing that I push people to do work, he's hearing you're very time bound. And in fact, when you push people to do work, you're a good leader, right? You're motivating them. You're trying to help them meet their deadlines. So दिखने में ऐसे weakness जैसा लगेगा, आप उसको weakness की तरह बोल रहे हो, but actually you're actually talking about something good in you. Another thing I would say is, in my case, like Prathamesh said, he has a weakness he wants to talk about. मेरे केस में I got this feedback that I talk a lot and I talk really quite lengthy sentences. I think you'll witness it by the end of today's session. Now what I say is, as a job hazard, okay, I'm a MA in English and I have been used to doing character analysis and a lot of analytical discursive writings. Okay, so as a part of my background, and I'm also a very good orator and I love to express. I'm a very expressive person. So because my profession demands me to speak a lot, to explain and elaborate every single point, being a trainer and educator, I tend to speak more than I should, or for longer, what do you say? I mean, a more lengthy speech rather. So this is my weakness actually. Now, for some people, it may look like a weakness, but the interviewer is going to think, oh, wow, that means she doesn't have any confidence issue. She's good with words. She's good with language. And I've also told that I'm an MA in English and I'm used to writing. My writing skills are good. I'm a good orator. You see what I've done? I have wrapped my weakness very smartly, positioning it as actually a weakness, but it's actually a strength which I'm talking about. Right? Not everybody is good at speaking or interacting or connecting with people. Right. So I hope.
Perfect. So now what you guys need to do is understand how she has answered this particular question. A weakness which is wrapped up in such a way that it come across as a strength over the period of time as well. And to make you understand this particular point, let me be very honest with you, honest and brutal. I personally believe there is no such thing called as weakness. It is perception. It is just a perception that makes you think. And also at the same time, I believe that every single thing or every single characteristic is a weakness if put in a anti-background kind of a thing or a framework which can help you understand that. So in a organization where you don't need to talk to more people, if you say that I am a talkative or I'm more conversative, you are actually displaying your weakness. Right? So identify a couple of them which you genuinely have. Try to wrap up an answer in such a way. And this is the answer which is going to probably, you can use it for the next 10, 15 years. So make sure you're doing it well. And as I said, the answer needs to be yours. Right? So ma'am ने ये weakness बोली है, आप भी वही weakness बोलोगे, लेकिन आप ये भूलना मत कि ma'am MA in English है, and the way she has wrapped up by saying that I'm a good orator, that also going to count. A lot of time I've seen people saying one thing and displaying other. So they say कि I have a lot of confidence. अबे दिख किधर रहा है confidence तेरे में? वो भी तो दिखना चाहिए कि नहीं? ठीक है? So these are the elements which So don't even for a fraction of second or think that HRs are fool. They are not. They are much more smarter than what you think. And for one position, there are more than 700 applications which they go through. So they don't need you. You need them.